everyone, what's happening? Welcome to 2019's edition of Beermas. Yeah, this is the 6th year of Beermas celebration, and actually I already started cracking beers already. I know that's kind of off the cuff, but you know, hey, I'm enjoying right now a nice little session from Edmund's Oast. They're out of Charleston, South Carolina. They combined with Ponysaurus here in Durham, North Carolina. And this is a white IPA and looks and smells absolutely delicious. The pour has got a nice haze to it. The actual body and smell, pine, you know, with a little bit of sharpness, maybe a little dankness in there. Yeah, I figured I would talk about this ale while I looked at the other 12 entries that we have this upcoming year. Now the actual taste is real close to the smell. Dank pine, a little bit of sharpness in there. Good overall. Real solid effort. Great combination. Happy Beermas. And the rest of the lineup that we have this year is really nice. It's different from last year's. Last year's was a greatest hits. This is a more laid back edition of Beermas. And to go over the other 11 that we have here, we have a nice little, this is another homeboy effort right here downtown Durham, full steam. They did a session between them, and believe it or not, this is kind of strange, but it's a between them and a coffee house. This is a Mexican chocolate type of edition that they have with this La Frida. And we also have the Captain Lawrence. I've heard a lot of great things about this IPA, and I wanted to go ahead and make sure that I put that one on the list. They're from upstate, well, not quite upstate, but New York State at least. There's another one from New York as well. That's a little bit out of the city and decadent. And this is one of the reasons, again, this isn't the greatest hits beers, but I'm able to be more creative and not feel this pressure to have chase beers all over. But then again, I couldn't find this KBS last year, so this one's on the list, and this whole spectrum, KBS that's out of Michigan, Foster's, all the other beers here are going to have their work cut out for them to try to catch up with that one for the beer of the year. Let's see what else we have. We have a couple of foreign entries this year, which is kind of different, which is really kind of neat. This Combs right here, this is out of Poland. And since that's the case, you know, why not have a Baltic porter that is in the Baltics? I mean, heck, that's a no-brainer. And this is another no-brainer right here, St. Bernardus, ABT 12. That's a Belgium, so heck, if you're going to have a Belgium, then you might as well get it from Belgium. This is kind of neat entry right here, and I've been curious to see how this one shakes out. The Lagunitas out of Chicago, they are like Coca-Cola. They seem to have that twang to a lot of their beverages, and a lot of the stuff that I've had has been IPAs, so it'll be interesting to see if in this stout, this coffee stout, if it has those same type of characteristics. And again, we've already talked about the KBS. We have the Almanac, which this will be a real nice entry. A lot of these, we're going to have some guests coming up sharing a lot of these bombers. But this is a nice little juicy from right outside of Oakland in California. I had that earlier this year, but you know, what the heck, I figured like I'm going to add it to the list because it was that good. This Fat Orange Cat, I love New England iced IPAs, so this is a really nice entry from Boston, so let's see how this shakes out for that style. I don't think I've had anything from Fat Orange Cat. The Revision is out of Nevada, and this is another Imperial Stout. I've heard a lot about it, so I was like, what the heck, you know, they're right outside of Reno, Sparks. Here goes a Funky Buddha, another entry of that, and that was, I think, Wide Awake Porter last year, which is a real good entry. And that you know, I was ready to take on another, so what the heck, like, why not have another Porter edition from Funky Buddha, excuse me, from down in South Florida. I think they're right above Fort Lauderdale. But again, let's getting back to today's flavor. This overall is pretty tasty. I would definitely rank it, you know, pretty well. Has a little bit of aftertaste, you know, the dankness, you know, follows through, and it's overall good ale. Happy Beermas, guys. Day one. Beermas 2019, the 6th year. Here's to you. Cheers.